So we're here at Ag in Motion, and you guys have just launched a really great podcast series. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the plots we put in here at Ag in Motion this year showcase the different levels of farmer investment in varieties, variety development over time. So we go way back into the early 80s. We've got Harrington Barley, which was developed by the Crop Development Center. Bryan Harvey and was the breeder, working with Bryan Rossnagel. And so that variety really put Canada on the map for malt production in the whole world. We had some domestic malt production prior to that. Everything was 6-row, so it was the first 2-row variety that came out. But it basically predates all producer investment into variety development. And then we move forward about 20 years, we got AC Metcalf, which is kind of early stages of variety development, or variety investment from producers into variety development. So that was through the Western Grains Research Foundation. And then we're showcasing CDC Churchill as a new up-and-coming barley variety. It's a little bit different. It's the highest yielding malt variety in the seed guide in Saskatchewan. And so it's represents the kind of modern era where the commissions have been around since 2013, the Barley Commission and the Wheat Commission, which we're partnering with here. And so they both formed in 2013 and have been investing in research and variety development specifically since that time. And so as a further extension of what we've done here, we dug in and got some interviews with Bryan Harvey, Bryan Rossnagel, so barley breeders from the Crop Development Center over the last number of years, basically covering 50 years of variety development in barley in Western Canada. Up till where we are now, we've got active breeders Aaron Beatty at CDC and Anna Badia at the Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada. We also talk with end users that have been, gone through the changes in the malting and brewing industries that Harrington and Metcalf and then some of the new varieties have and will bring.
You talk with a lot of passion when you're talking about this podcast. Tell us a little bit about that energy that went into producing the series.
It was really fun. So we had our whole team working on it, and so talking with some of the team members who were doing the interviews directly, they said that it was just like it was a story waiting to be told. It was just lying there waiting for somebody to ask the right questions to get the story out. And so I think we've done that, and I'm really pleased with the result that we have that came out of this podcast. It was a fun project to work on, and I think it's a good story for producers and anybody that's at all interested in a little bit of Western Canadian history and barley in general.
Is there anything on top of that history that you want farmers to take away from this?
Well, I think what the ultimate take-home message of our story is that the farmer investment through the commissions into variety development has been critical. It's really shown a strong return on investment. We had a research study done a couple of years ago. Richard Gray at the University of Saskatchewan led the study and showed that over the last number of years, I can't remember the exact number, but it's huge. It's tens of millions of dollars across Western Canada from producers invested into variety development, and that investment has led to a return on investment of 26 to 1. So every dollar invested gets $26 back in the pockets of producers. So it's really sound investment for producers to come together through the commissions and make those investments into variety development and other research. The focus in there was variety development, but we've got lots of other research on the go too that's intended to benefit producers. And we're run by producer boards of directors who have that input on which projects are funded, so they stay down to earth and have a direct value to producers.